here we are. We're back. This is video 5, and we're going to continue. So, about what his intention is. That's where we were. What is Amir's intention, Spirit? One more. The Page of Wands. See, it came reversed. You know, he's showing up as a page now, and the pages are the most immature in the entire deck. So when the page comes reversed, you know, with that wand, and he could have fire in his chart. He could be Aries, Leo, Sag, but I just feel like his intention is not to put the work in, because the wands represent ambition, drive. They can represent many things, wands. It could be that he just wants to come in for passion, but nothing more for right now, because he's in this immature kind of energy. Even though I don't know how old he is, doesn't matter. He's coming out as someone who emotionally reacts like maybe like a teenager, or like he's in his 20s instead of being in his 40s or 50s. You understand? So he could be a mature man, but he doesn't emotionally, that's not how he shows up for you. And so, and also I see back there the desert. So he could live in the same neck of the woods as you. He very well could. Or there could be a body of water that separates you guys, because you see this, you're moving away from him on that card. Remember that one? And you see that water. So there could be a lake or an ocean or a river or something, a body of water that separates you guys. But anyway, being his intention is this Page of Wands, he is not, I feel like he just doesn't, in my opinion, looking at everything so far, he doesn't want to put the work in. It's not that he can't. He doesn't feel the drive to do it. He doesn't feel urged to do it. And I feel like he's also being lazy as well, you know, and he doesn't want to look at himself. And that's the issue. Now, and that could have been an issue when you guys were together. I want to see what exactly he did. What did Amir do to destroy this connection? What did he do to bring about the Tower, Spirit? What did he do? Ace of Wands. Okay, Ace of Wands. Tell me more about the Ace of Wands. Okay, so we have the Eight of Cups. There was something that, and he could have told you about this. There was a connection that before you guys met that he had to walk away from, because he wasn't getting what he needed emotionally, and it wasn't fulfilling him. And so he took a walk from that. And it was something that really put him in a depressive state, and it did something to him emotionally, with him and this person having to part ways. He had to leave whoever this was. This is before he even met you. This connection brought about some type of depression, anxiety, something of that nature, and it really stuck with him. He never got over it. You understand? So when you met him, he was still stuck in that hurt, pain, and even abandonment from that past connection. So he hadn't healed from that when you met him. And that is what created the Tower for you and him. Because if you're dealing with somebody who's not healed from something that destroyed them in the past, and they come into connection with you, all they're going to do is drag that baggage into your relationship, and then almost blame you for things not working out, because they have their walls up, because they are now guarded from that past relationship. And I feel you guys had this golden opportunity to have this fresh new beginning. Remember, the aces, I told you, it represents new beginnings, fresh starts, and the divine, because you see that hand is coming from a cloud, which represents that God literally put you guys together for a reason. And when God allowed you guys to connect and opened up this opportunity for a fresh start in love for you and him, and he was still stuck in this wounded place of not healing from having to walk away from that past connection that hurt him so much, you know, he destroyed this new beginning that you guys could have had, because he's still stuck in that unhealed place. He's living in his shadow. You know, we all have a shadow self, and he's still there. He hasn't dealt with the pain, with the hurt, and he hasn't unpacked that that baggage. He dragged it into your relationship. Okay, so you need to know that. Okay, what does he want with Sharona? What does Amir want? We'll leave it at that, and then we'll move on to Iftah. What does Amir want? The sun reversed. That's not good. This is the sun in the upright. This is one of the most happiest, most joyous, beautiful cards in the entire deck. One of my favorite cards. It came reversed. Tell me more, Spirit, about the sun reversed. The Page of Cups reversed. No good. No. What he wants, I feel, is to stay in that same energy that he's in. I can see that he's very low frequency. That's the thing. You did see something in him where you felt like you guys were on the same page, and this could very well be a soul mate. But all of our soulmates are not meant to be with us, and we have more than one soulmate in this life. And I just feel that being that he's coming out as this Page of Cups reversed, again, a page, very immature energy. Okay, not offering much when it comes to love, not being able to offer you what you need and what you deserve. That's for sure. He is still, he's not happy within himself. You need to know this. Being that he has this sun reversed energy, it shows me that he's actually a very low vibing person. He could appear to be on the outside someone who's independent, someone who is not independent. I didn't mean to say that. That's not the word. Confident is what I meant to say. He could appear to be confident on the outside and have it all together, but he is someone who's very out of balance. He's unhealed. The sun in the upright represents healing and joy and prosperity and abundance, and he could feel that he's not good enough. He could feel that could stem from, again, the mother wounds that he has. He could feel depressed. Right now, you could know that he suffers from depression or anxiety. He could also be stuck in his childhood, because if you see on the sun card, there's literally a child on that card, you see? And so something happened in his childhood. We talked about it already. He's stuck in that. It's something that really put him in a dark place, and he hasn't healed from that. And then he had that bad relationship before he met you. So all of these things combined, what he wants is to stay in that dark energy, and he doesn't plan to come in and really offer you much. His cup is empty when he does come in. You may hear from him. You may be in connection with him or talking to him, sending messages or what have you right now. You may not. Show me the communication, Spirit, when it comes to Sharona and Amir. What does the communication look like between them? Ten of Cups. Tell me more about the Ten of Cups. Two of Pentacles, reversed. Okay? That card came out before in the other deck, if you remember. That's about juggling. Remember that juggling card? So he's still juggling a lot. He has so much on his plate. When you talk to him, he could tell you this. Your communication could be about that. The fact that he has this going on and that, and all this itinerary and plans and business and all the things that he's doing. But at the same time, you guys talk about being a family. You talk about blending families. I saw that, again, you could have been married to Amir, or maybe you are, but you're separated, or you guys talk about that as future plans, okay? And, you want to be happy together. I'm not saying that you can't be happy together, but I'm just letting you know and laying it all out there that it looks to me that he's not healed enough to meet you where you need him to be. And when someone is healed, when you're healed, right? You're coming out healed. You're coming out as a high priestess. And I saw that. And we both did. And so you're someone who's very high frequency, right? And very much in a high ranking in the spirit world. And you have gifts. You're someone who has spiritual gifts. You're able to help people. You're able to guide people in some way. You have tools that you share with others because of your experience. And I don't know what it is that you do for, as work, but whatever it is something that helps others. And that is because you're so knowledgeable. God has gifted you with the knowledge to share. And you also have spiritual knowledge. But you know for yourself that he is not in a place where he can meet you halfway. All right. Next video is going to be all about iftah.